Hello Radiant Faces and happy Saturday. I'm filming this on a Saturday. If you're watching this on YouTube and I'm talking to myself, it's because this is originally filmed as a live on Facebook, so I haven't gone mental. There's hopefully people watching. So I've been seeing this beauty pie company come up on my newsfeed for some time now, I've thought, that looks interesting. And the idea is that you pay a membership subscription each month, and then they make their products in the same labs that the luxury brands, the same beauty labs that the luxury brands use, but they package their stuff a lot more economically, and they do away with the fancy sort of extras and the fancy name, I suppose, in a way. And you get your luxury products for like drugstore prices, really, really inexpensive. So I thought, let's have a test of this beauty pie and see if the products do stand up to the Anna test and whether they're actually any good. So what you do is you choose a membership. So you have a £5 a month one. Let me put my glasses on so I can see properly. Which is £50 a month, a spending limit, a £10 a month, or £20 a month, or there's like an annual membership. So I went for the £10 monthly membership, which is £100 spending limit. But at the moment, if you join them, you get an extra £50 spending limit on top. Now that they then advertise their products on the website with a typical price, like how much you would pay for this product if you were buying it like a luxury brand in a store, and how much you would pay, how much you're going to actually pay. So you would have like a £30 foundation, but you would only pay £7 for it. So it's a little bit confusing in the beginning, but yeah. So you pay your £10, you add your £10 to your basket, and then basically you choose up to £150 on your first visit of items, and that gets you about, like, depending on what you choose, whether you choose skincare or makeup, will get you between about 3 and 6 items to actually choose from. And then if you don't use your spending limit, it rolls over to the next month. So I got just under £150 worth of products. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Was that everything I got? 5? Yeah, I got that. Yeah, 5 items, which had a value of just under £150, and that cost me £42. And then the postage was like £3.36. So I'll show you the actual my order. So this is my order that I put through. And sorry, my face is kind of blocking the bottom of the screen there, so you can't see the other things I ordered. But as you can see, I only paid like £6.85, £7. One thing was £5. One thing was £9. I think that was for the eyeshadow. Was that for the eyeshadow palette? I paid £5. £9 even. Yeah, the eyeshadow palette, which was £9, which is gorgeous, which is the colours that I'm wearing right now. So it's a really lovely palette. I'll show you that in a minute. And I got an eyebrow pomade as well, which is the eyebrow colour that I'm wearing on my brows at the moment. So let me just show you some of the stuff that I got in my first order. Let's start with, I did buy one piece of skincare. I've always wanted to try a sun protection, a sunscreen. So what I got was their ultralight UVA, UVB, SPF 25. I've used it today. I've used it under my makeup as a base. Let me just have a look. And this one has hyaluronic acid, which is an ingredient that helps to trap in the moisture into your skin. Let's see what it says on here. If there's any spiel on the box. Invisible coverage. It's hydrating, soothing, hyaluronic acid and licorice extract. So it helps to trap the moisture in your skin, and it gives like a really nice matte base before you put on your makeup. And you have the SPF 25 on that, so that's SPF 25. And it went on, it's really light. It comes in, the bottle's quite hard. It's quite hard to press, but it's quite liquid. It's quite a runny sort of Can you see it? It's a fairly runny sort of formula, so you don't need to squeeze the bottle to try and get it out. And it just disappears in, and then you've got that SPF 25, because if there's one thing that makes your skin look old, it's the sun. So protect your skin. Okay, so makeup wise, I got the Great Skin foundation, and I bought that in ivory because it said that was my closest match, which is an okay colour for me in the winter, but I think I probably have to go a shade darker for the summer. And this came in a little black box, so it's minimal packaging, and this is Subtle Sculpting Featherweight Photo Perfect. So I tried this one out. I have dry skin, so for my skin, this foundation didn't really work very well. It's super quick drying, it's flawless finish, lovely coverage, so I can't fault it from that point of view, but because I have dry, slightly more mature skin, I found that it felt like slightly tight on my skin, and then when I smiled or made facial expressions, I could see like little fine lines on my forehead and sort of here. So I think this, I don't know what their other oil-free foundations, a slightly different formulation they have, which I haven't tried yet. But I am more of a cream wax botanical foundation kind of girl. So if you tend towards oiliness, I would say this is probably, or combination, this is probably a brilliant foundation for you. If you tend towards dryness like me, then I would say maybe not so much, and see if Beauty Pie come out with like a cream foundation or something, which could be better for you. Okay, the other thing I got was an eyebrow pomade. And this is like a combination between a powder and a cream. It's not as creamy as some of the other, like I sometimes use cream eyeshadow for my eyebrows. It's not as creamy as that, but it does have a silky sort of texture to it. So I found with this one, the best way to apply it was with a little setting spray on the back of my hand, and then I dipped my brush in it, and then I dipped into the pomade, and that had much better payoff from the actual product. I felt like I got more colour on my eyebrow when I did that. So that is the Super Brow, what does they call this? Soft Sculpting, Shading and Shaping, Natural Finish. Yeah, I would say that's a natural finish. Very nice, yes. I do like mousses and pomades for eyebrows. Sometimes powder is a pain because it doesn't really last, but a nice pomade does. So that is a win for me, the Beauty Pie eyebrow. I also bought, I bought the foundation, and I also bought their Perfecting One Powder Wonder, which is rather nice. And this has quite a hard consistency, so I don't know if you've ever used anything like this. So when you rub it with your finger, you don't get a lot of payoff on your finger like you would from, say, like a blusher or something like that. But that's deliberate because it's a translucent powder. And the idea is that you can take your big fluffy brush and just rub it in there, tap it off, and then just sweep it over, and it will mattify. The particles are so minute that they don't sit in your creases. So it is a gorgeous, gorgeous setting powder. So that is definitely a win. And it has slight, not huge, but just a slight luminosity to it. So it's going to like blur out any fine lines. So that is the Beauty Pie One Powder Wonder Perfecting Powder. Naked finish, floor blurring, smooth and luminous. So yeah, I like that. That's good, and that's gonna last a while too, because the consistency of it. That is gonna last quite a while. Okay, so that is the Perfecting Powder, and then I thought I will snap up a palette. And there are two palettes. I think one is maybe slightly more sort of like warmer colours, but this one I thought had the cooler tones in it. So I went for this one, which is, I don't know if she says, it's Beauty Pie 10 Best Matte Eyeshadow Shades. Velvety, yes, long lasting, we'll see. I wore them yesterday actually, and they were fine, so I was quite happy with that. The way that they come off on the brush is nice. There's good payoff. They blend nicely. So these are the colours that we have in this palette here. A variety of kind of like nude shades. There's like a pretty peachy colour, pinky peachy colour there, which is a great transition colour. This is a nice transition colour as well. Nice brown. These are kind of grey, kind of mauve sort of colours. You've got a dark blue, which actually is really sweet. I wore it with them. I had like a navy blue jacket on, and I really liked that navy blue shade there. And then you have a dark shade, that one's almost black there, and then a highlighter and a sculpt. And they're all matte shades. They're not, none of them are like, none of them are shimmers. So the two palettes that I saw on there, they are really safe palettes. They will suit most people. They'll look good on mature skin. They'll look good on young skin. If you want to, you could jazz them up. If you have your own sort of glitter or glimmer or anything like that that you wanted to put on there as well, you could add that on there and jazz them up a little bit to make them a little bit more zazzy. So yeah, that was my that was my 5 products that I got the first time I shopped on Beauty Pie. So just under £150 worth of products, sort of typical price. I got them for £42. In fact, that's including my membership as well. That's including so I actually got the products for £32-ish, and then the postage was like £3.36, and it said 3 to 5 working days for it to get to me, and it turned up like, I'm sure it was like 2 days. It was super quick. Obviously you can't guarantee that, but yeah, it was super quick. So Beauty Pie, I think Beauty Pie, like any brand, some products are a win. Didn't like the foundation. I liked all the rest of it so far. We will see with regular use whether the sunscreen, facial sunscreen, like gives me any kind of like breakout or anything. Sometimes facial sunscreens can be a little heavy, and then you find yourself kind of breaking out in spots and things like that, which I don't normally. So we will see how this stands up over time, but we would need time to test that. They have a bunch of other products on their website. They've got loads of skincare, really lovely stuff with like retinol, hyaluronic acid. They have the little capsules that usually cost you like an arm and a leg, and you can get it all like super cheap for like a £10 or £20 membership, whatever it is you want to pay each month. So yeah, for me, I think Beauty Pie is a win. So I'm going to, over the next 2 months, because obviously it's a 3-month membership minimum, I'm going to check out a few more products and let you guys know what I think about them on various little reviews and things like that. At the moment, it looks like if you join up, you get an extra £50 spending limit that you can spend. And if you join up with the link that I'm going to stick in the comments below after I finish filming, there's a little link, and if you use that, you get your first month free. So the first 3 months, theoretically, if I'm understanding it, will only cost you £20. And then I would assume you still get your £150. Like if you go for the £10 membership, you'll still get your £150 spending limit. And then I think it's £100 every month after that. So yeah, so go and check it out. Until next time, I have the Naked Cherry palette for next time. Look at this lusciousness. That is the new Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to try this. It's so luscious. So I'm going to definitely be doing a tutorial with the Naked Cherry palette because it's gorgioso. Look at those colours. Actually, this is the new, well, I don't know how new it is. This is one of the colours, Urban Decay colours as well, which this one is, I think it's just cherry cream, so, which is luscious. And will go really nicely with that palette. So I'll have a look at that palette next time. Until then, I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.